I started making candy when I was 14 years old. My dad was right out of grad school and we didn't have a lot of money. I come from a large family, and so I asked my parents for money and they said they didn't have any, but my mom gave me a recipe to make lollipops. It says, see if you can make these and sell them. So I made a bunch of them with her that evening, and I tried to sell them at school, and I was sold out in 5 minutes. My first candy business was born. Every kid in school knew my schedule. I used to bribe teachers with lollipops to start class 5 or 10 minutes late. One of my favorite candies to make is marshmallows, and so I started making marshmallows, and I figured the easiest way to sell them would be to cut them into big giant squares so people could use them however they want. The problem with cutting them in giant squares, when we tried to sell them at the markets, people didn't know what to do with a giant marshmallow. And a lot of people had also never seen a flavored marshmallow, so they're like, what do I do with a giant flavored strawberry marshmallow? So we would always make recommendations. We suggested, well, why don't you try putting in a Rice Krispie treat? Why don't you try making s'mores with it? And they're like, I don't understand, this is not making sense to me. So we said, all right, well, we'll show you how. So we stopped selling the marshmallows by themselves at markets, and we started making them into s'mores, and we used our little blowtorch to do that, and they were an instant hit. And now whenever we go to any festival, there's usually a long line of people waiting to get a s'more, and it's a lot of fun. I think people like watching us play with a blowtorch a lot.